Good morning and welcome to my next video. This time we will be talking about Daoism. I don't know about you, but I have been cooped up since Wednesday inside the house because of the coronavirus. And today is Sunday and it's the first time that I'm coming out. I had to tape this section on Daoism in nature because it is a nature religion. Remember that we talked about how during the warring state period, people were feeling out of sync and did not know exactly how to be in touch with Tien, with the heavens, where the blessings and good things come from. It seems like right now that we are also disconnected from Tien or from the gods and the nature, because this coronavirus is really changing our life right now and is making it difficult and worrisome. Doesn't it feel like that we need to find the Tao, that we need to figure out where the Tao is and to bring us again in sync? Well, Daoism is one of the answers. It goes back to Lao Tzu or Lao Tse. We don't really know whether he actually existed or whether it is a more fictional figure, but he is the one who is credited with the ideas of Daoism. Lao Tzu is said to have lived during the Sui dynasty, right during the Warring State period, probably the 6th or 5th century BCE. He was so fed up with his emperor at the time that he decided to get on the water buffalo and leave for the western border of China, where he was stopped. But stop here for a moment and watch the video on Lao Tzu. Remember in the video it talked about that the Tao is like water comes from high up and makes its way slowly down into the lowest places. It does not do active work, it just flows. And it flows without effort. And then it sits quietly in a lake like this. It talks about openness, how we're supposed to be open to the things that are coming up. It's hard to be open to what coronavirus has brought us. It has stopped everything that we planned, everything that we wanted to do. But we need to be open to what the future brings. But the Tao teaches that if we trust the Tao, it will lead us into the future. We need to get our ego out of the way. If our ego is in the way, then we want things the way we want them right now, our own schedules, but we need to wait. We need to have a pause. Like nature. Right now the trees are still without the leaves, but we can see the buds. Those buds will come out when they're ready to come, not when I want them to come. We need to not be full of ourselves. If we are too full with all the things that we want and the things that we think, there's no room for new things to come to us. So we need to be empty. Like a glass. Only when it's empty can it be filled with something new. If it's full, it will only run over. And finally, the Tao teaches us to be who we really are, not who we project to be, not who we think we want to be, but be who you are, be yourself. So remember that when Lao Tzu arrived at the western border of China, that the border guards had stopped him so that he would write down all his wisdom recorded in the Tao Teaching. Or actually, sometimes we also see it as Tao Teaching. And really, what I want to do now, I want to read to you a few passages from the Tao Teaching, but it's really in our textbook. So let's sit down on the bench and read a little bit. The Tao that can be described is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be spoken is not the eternal name. The nameless is the origin of heaven and earth. The named is the mother of all things. Remain always free from desire, and you will see it subtly. Always hold on to desire, and you will only see its results. The two develop together, but have different names. They are deep and mysterious. The deeper and more mysterious, the gate of all wonders. Tao is empty. Use it, and it will never overflow. It is bottomless, the origin of all things. It blunts sharp edges, unties knots, softens light, merges with the dust. I do not know from where it comes. Its appearance precedes the ancestor. The Tao does nothing, yet through it everything is done. If kings and princes could hold to it, the world would be transformed of its own accord. When transformed, beings wish to engage in action, still them through worldless simplicity. Then there will be no desire. Absence of desire is tranquility, and the world becomes peaceful of its own accord. So the Tao is what gets us in touch with the energy of the universe. The Taoist expresses that in the Chinese notion of Yin and Yang, where if we find the Tao, things are in harmony between Yin and Yang. It is not just one, it is always both, opposite to each other. The Yin and Yang can be expressed also with the idea of Wu Wei, being in sync with something. Oftentimes I coach my rowers here on this lake, and when the boat just flows over the water beautifully, it's when they're in sync, when you're in sync with nature, when the energy just flows. Maybe you have experienced that too, when time seems to be stopping and everything is just going just right. See how the water just is? There is action there is motion, but it's just as natural. Daoism takes its lead from nature, from the rocks, from the water, from the trees. You might have seen rock formations before. It is a Taoist practice. And so I hope that this video will also help you not only to learn about Daoism, but maybe also to put coronavirus a little bit into perspective. That will also be past again at some point, and we just have to be open and hang in there until nature takes its course.